Today is World Mental Health Day. Here's the hashtag. Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you are well. Today I have a really special video. I'm so excited to be filming this for you today. Before I get into too many details, World Mental Health Day got me thinking a little bit, and I've been thinking a lot about high school and what we learned in high school and how mental health really wasn't talked about very much, let alone topics around the queer and trans community. It just wasn't talked about. I really knew nothing about it. I don't think I knew what anxiety was or what it felt like until maybe last year, which is kind of crazy. And although I really did love my school and I loved all of my teachers there, I seriously think I had the best high school teachers in the world. But that being said, our education system really didn't implement a lot talking about mental health. And I think that the younger you are and the more you know about it, the easier it is to find help or be aware of when things are happening. And coinciding with that, sex ed was not taught at all. Maybe in junior high, we had a couple people come in from the university with a banana and that was about it. I don't know, can I say that? That's what they did! But then in high school, we got to choose all of our own courses, and of course, as a music nerd, I was not going to use my elective to take health class. I was going to use it to fill up with as many music classes as I possibly could. So although I know we had a health class, and I don't know how many people took it, nor do I know what they talked about. I feel like that in that class, a bunch of people took home some robot babies, but besides that, I can't say. Which means the majority of the people in my high school experienced the same thing. If you really felt like you needed to talk, we had peer counseling, and of course we had a guidance counselor who I'm sure would answer any questions that anybody had. But we were all too afraid to talk about it. I know a lot of us were afraid to talk about it, and coming out in my high school was another feat in itself. Anyone who was able to come out then was really brave, and I commend them for it. But because of that, it took me a really long time to be able to even address mental health or talk about it or even understand it. I feel like we're taking steps in the right direction, and mental health is becoming more of a priority in some people's lives, but we're definitely not there, and it definitely needs to be spoken about much more. So I went online and I looked up as many Canadian organizations as I possibly could to see who was contributing towards mental health and mental health research. And although there are a lot of organizations out there that are doing wonderful things, I found it to be quite limited. And I was looking specifically for organizations that were aimed towards the mental health of the queer youth. And just because it's World Mental Health Day, I just wanted to address this quickly, that I realized here in Canada, there are a lot of organizations that are very provincial specific and not a lot that are national. There are not a lot of national campaigns and organizations that are geared towards mental health of youth. However, I did find some wonderful organizations, and one that really caught my eye was SOY Toronto, and SOY standing for Supporting Our Youth. So I've teamed up with GoFundMe to support the youth and mental health, specifically in the queer and trans community, and all proceeds that we will be raising will go towards SOY. What's really great about SOY is that they focus on the mental health of queer and trans youth, but also allowing them to interact with one another. They build community, they hold local events, and they really focus on that one-on-one interaction to make sure that the youth in the queer and trans community are supported and they have the support they need. And they do this alongside the Sherbourne Health Centre, which is also here in Toronto. I think this is so important because awareness from an early age is mandatory. And it will also inspire people to get the help they need early on and really address what they're feeling and what they're going through, and it can help somebody immensely. And if we can do that from an early age, especially in the LGBTQ plus community, That would be fantastic. So I highly encourage all of you to hashtag World Mental Health Day. If you can support this campaign, I'll have the link in the description. It'll be over on GoFundMe. Any bit at all helps. If you can put funds towards this campaign, I would be truly grateful, and I know the people over at SOY will be especially grateful as well. I just want to reiterate as well how important it is to talk about mental health and to raise awareness towards mental health. I think there's a certain stigma around it, and if we're all able to come together and speak about it, then other people who are feeling that they need help will be more likely to go and reach out for that help. So let's all do our part, and I really hope that in the future there will be more organizations and campaigns surrounding mental health. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you to all of you who go over and support this GoFundMe. We're trying to raise $10,000. Wouldn't that be so incredible? I'm just getting so giddy thinking about it. So if you can go and tell your family and your friends, tell everybody on your Facebook, whoever you can, and let's see what we can do. I'm so excited to be able to do this. This is such an important cause to me. It's very near and dear to my heart. So thank you to any of you who can help out and donate whatever you can, or even just use the hashtag. That would be fantastic too. And before I go, I want to say a huge thank you to GoFundMe for reaching out and allowing me to do this campaign. I'm very, very thankful. So yes, thank you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna be very far. I'm just gonna be over on all my social media. So if you want to chat, if you want to use the hashtag, I'll be hanging out there. So hopefully I'll talk to you all soon, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Let's raise $10,000!